There aren't too many politicians who've been solidly on the side of right since the COVID agenda started rolling out, but Bernie Finn is absolutely one of them. Give it up. He's not only been speaking out, but he's also been epically trolling Dan Andrews since day one. Hey, legend! So I'm really happy he's with us today. Take it away, Bernie.
Thank you, Becky. Well, what a crowd, eh? How good is this? This is magnificent. And I just ask you to consider one thing. How much bigger would it be if it wasn't raining? It'd be twice the size. This is absolutely magnificent. I'm just so thrilled, so proud to be with you today. And I'm so proud, even more proud, to be one of you today. That is something that we all have to take on board. Ownership of this cause. Ownership of our own freedom. Whether it rain or whether it be sunshine, it's our responsibility to stand up for our human rights. Our job, nobody else's. Our job. Earlier this week, one of my constituents was raided by authorised officers. Don't you love that term, authorised officers? It's like authorised workers. So, something straight out of Stalinist Russia. Just extraordinary. But Dr. Mark Hobart, a man who has served his community for 30 years, a man who is much loved by his community, he was raided by these authorised officers. The medical files, confidential medical files of his patients were taken by these authorised officers. God knows where they were taken, but they were taken nonetheless. And Dr. Hobart is now not allowed to practice. What is going on in this state? What is going on in this state? Enough is enough is enough. It's in fact more than enough. Remember earlier this year when the Premier came back from his fall. When he came back from his fall, he said, we were quite excited. We were quite excited because we thought we'd found a new Dan Andrews. Because he told us the first day back, we're not going to have any more lockdowns. That's what he told us. What followed a week later was lockdown 5. Or was it lockdown 4? But I think it was lockdown 5. What followed shortly after that was lockdown 6. He's now made Melbourne the most locked down city on the face of the earth. Can you believe that? Is that something that he is proud of, I wonder? Yes. I mean, you got to wonder, given his love of power, given his love of control, he probably is. He probably is. But one thing we have to know, we all have to recognise this, whether we're here today or whether we're out in the general community. The Andrews government has no respect for Victorians. The Andrews government has no respect for our freedom, and the Andrews government has no respect for our human rights. As I say, enough is enough. What we have put up with over the past 2 years is intolerable. Intolerable. How we've survived it. Many of us, some of us haven't. How we've survived it, it's hard to say. But if you think things are bad now, just wait until the pandemic bill goes through the Parliament, if indeed it does next week. I say if because I'm a born optimist and I'm really hopeful that it will not be carried by the Parliament next week. I really hope we can defeat it. And I am using every waking moment and quite a few sleeping ones to fight this bill, to defeat this bill. And I ask you all to do the same. It is so important. This bill is so evil. It is so wrong. It is something that must be defeated. If this bill is passed by the Parliament, Victoria and Victorians will never be the same again. We are seeing a despot. Despot Dan wants to become an emperor, and that's what we are seeing. That's what we are seeing. So I'm here today to urge you to continue to flood the Premier's office, to continue to flood the opposition leader's office, and indeed every MP's office with emails. My own office has had 10,500 emails this week. You can't ignore those numbers. Nobody can ignore those numbers. We need more, though. We need more, because this bill is going to be debated Tuesday, possibly Thursday as well, next week. And we need every single one of you to put in the support toward defeating this bill that we need. Kill the bill, yes, kill the bill. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, I want to send a message today, and I know you want to send a message today to Daniel Andrews. We want to send a message to the members of his government. We want to send a message to Fiona Patten. Exactly. I tell you what, you can send her a message next November too. Unemployment queue that way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Turf her out. Turf her out. And I know you want to send a message to Andy Meddick and to Samantha Ratnam from the Greens. I mean, let's face facts. The Greens are just a branch of the Labor Party anyway. So you know what do you expect? What do you expect from them? But you want to send them a message, and that message is: we have all had a gutful. We have all had a gutful. Enough is enough. We are not going to take it anymore, and it is not on what they are trying to pull on us right now. Next week is a pivotal day, a pivotal time for Victoria, for Victorians, and for our future. Let us stand up as one. Let us stand up together. Let us send the message to every member of Parliament in this building behind us. We must kill this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernie. All right. You know what? It makes it so clear, and we know that we're on the right side when we've got speeches like that. Thank you.